I am a partner chosen by the boss for marriage. The first day of work, I accidentally damaged the boss's suit. The next day, I set the kitchen on fire while I was cooking. The third day, I injured the bad guy who wanted to kidnap the boss. As a result, the boss even begged me to spare them. I asked weakly, "So will you still hire me?" The boss wiped the sweat from his forehead. "Say, hire you? I will change your position when the security captain is present. A week has 7 days. I always have 7 days when I don't want to go to work. In order to fulfill my wish, the boss closed the company. Now I really don't have to go to work. I feel very disappointed because I can't make money, so I chose to express my emotions in the group. Boss, will we meet again, boss? I hope you do well when you leave. Boss, what should I do without you, boss? Take me away." The group was quiet for a moment. Then everyone started sending laughing emojis. Everyone came along. "Boss, don't go," I replied. "I won't leave. The atmosphere is just getting lively." The boss replied, "That's fine." The phone suddenly became a bit hot. Before I could respond, the boss reminded me at the small window, "Tomorrow at 10 o'clock, remember to wait for me downstairs at your place." I stared at my phone. Start to think things over. What's going on? Is the boss trying to take me away to escape? If I had known earlier, I wouldn't have said anything recklessly. I don't want to live like my boss, eating just once every 3 days. Thinking of this, I replied, "I am going on a blind date tomorrow. Hope to see you again." Boss, to make others feel more sincere. I even sent a kneeling emoji to express my apology. After sending the message, I started playing games. I have worked hard for 3 years. It is all for the sake of achieving economic independence. Go enjoy life. I'm not interested in marriage. Nathan is truly an outstanding boss. No overtime is required. There is no need to participate in team-building activities. The time for monthly paychecks is even more punctual than my period. Additionally, there are sometimes some subsidies available. The most important thing is, the boss is quite handsome, makes people feel comfortable. So these past 3 years, I have saved some money as well. Take one step at a time. Anyway, it just comes down to that point. But a game has ended. Nathan's sorrowful expression floated in my mind. The company's closure is already bad enough. If I don't go see him soon, would he be in despair? Then I would be the last straw that breaks Nathan. I tossed and turned all night, thinking. I still decided to meet him. Get in Nathan's car. At that moment, I noticed his fair and slender hands, a bit emotional. He thought this might be Nathan's last time driving the Rolls-Royce with one hand. All the way, Nathan remained silent. Sigh. It seems that the boss is really sad. I tried to comfort him. "Boss, don't be too sad. We can still make a comeback if we put in the effort. When we grow stronger, cooperate with you again." Nathan was silent, said nothing. He wouldn't really want to get into trouble with me, would he? The car stopped in front of another villa. My heart gradually relaxed. Nathan finally spoke. "What you said yesterday, does it still count?" The weight I had just lifted from my heart came crashing down again. What was said yesterday? I even forgot what I ate yesterday. I thought about it for a long time, gather the courage to ask, "Boss, can you take me with you?" Nathan had one hand on the steering wheel. Looking at the villa, he said, "I promised my dad, if the startup is unsuccessful, just go home to take over the family business." Wow, I didn't expect my boss to be a rich kid. Wait a moment. Then what was the effort I put into advising her just now? Am I unlucky? Nathan continued speaking. But after returning home, my dad said that if I don't get married, cannot inherit the family business. My sour feelings have been put away. I almost thought the boss was about to make a fortune. It seems that being a wealthy second generation is not that easy. Perhaps my sympathetic gaze made Nathan feel uncomfortable. He said directly, "I thought about it. I think your proposal is good. Let's get married. This way I will be able to inherit the family business." What is going on here? Who taught you? Nathan, you think this is cooperation? Do you think this plan is good? I covered my forehead. I want to reason with him. "Boss, inheritance does not come this way. You just need to show your abilities to your uncle." I regretted what I said as soon as I finished that sentence. After all, I forgot that Nathan just brought down a company. I immediately changed the subject. "Don't worry, I can continue to help you with your work. Getting married isn't that important, is it? Do you want me to work for free? Does getting married mean you don't have to pay a salary anymore?" Fortunately, I reacted quickly. Otherwise, you would really have been deceived. See through it all. I had a somewhat indifferent look towards Nathan. Indeed, it is those cunning capitalists. Nathan seemed to know what I was thinking. "Tell me, give me a job. If you have a monthly salary of 30,000, you should marry me. Monthly salary of 300,000. Choose for yourself. I will respect your decision. One should not be overly greedy. So I said to him, husband, Nathan took me to get the marriage license that day, taking a document photo, just thinking about 300,000. My smile just won't stop. 300,000. I persisted for a year. You can earn 3,600,000. Persist for 3 years. You can make 10 million. At that time, it wouldn't be a problem to become the wife of a rich family. I could easily use this money to buy a car and a house outright. Live a good life. Ha ha ha. I looked at Nathan with anticipation, shyly asked, husband, how could you choose me? Has Nathan liked me for a long time? Nathan had a smile in his eyes. Because you have acting skills. As soon as he said that, I was stunned. I originally expected him to say something romantic. I didn't expect what I was performing, except for occasionally pretending to be sick when I don't want to go to work. What else have you acted in? Let's talk again. The matter of cattle and horses cannot be called acting at all. Nathan looked at me, unconvinced. Bring back my memories. The first month after joining the company, you said that gastroenteritis has flared up, need to be hospitalized. As a result, I saw you drinking with the new employee. I also caught sight of it. You fainted right there on the spot. It was just 2 years after I joined the company. You said you had a breakup. They staged a breakup scene downstairs at the company. Later I found out. That is the actor you found. The performance fee is 200 per hour also. Enough. Wait a moment. I reached out to cover his mouth. How could one know everything? What an encyclopedia. I covered Nathan's mouth, reluctantly said. So I think you have great potential. I am truly at a loss for words. Nathan indeed has eyes that can see people's strengths. Today, while browsing my social media friends circle, I saw her post a picture of the marriage certificate. In just a few seconds, I received a barrage of messages from my former colleagues. Wow, Sophia, how did you become the former boss lady? It is through experiencing storms that one can see true feelings. Wishing you a long and lasting happiness. Wishing my former boss a renewed recovery. Former boss lady, it's you. I hope we do not forget the friendship we once had. Some friends who have a good relationship patiently advised me. You miss your former boss that much? I really wish we could have had team-building activities in the past. Otherwise, I would definitely take you to forage for wild vegetables. Several colleagues who are preparing to join the new company said to me, when starting a business in the future, if you are short on money, you can borrow from them. Forget it, friends. Wish you good luck. I am about to embark on a new chapter in my life. Nathan said he would fulfill his duties as a husband. Just came out of the Civil Affairs Bureau. Just dragged me to pack my bags and move. I politely declined. Not very suitable. Just give me a call whenever you need me. After all, Nathan is a tall and handsome guy, standing over 8 meters. I'm afraid I can't control myself. Nathan said confidently, a seasoned person like my dad. They might come to our house to monitor us at any time. If he finds out, it will be over. Nathan mentioned collaboration. I can only agree, although there was no expression on his face. But I still noticed that he seemed a bit pleased with himself. Nathan moved my things to the new house overnight. Sure enough, we just moved. His dad came. Another boy, about the same age as Nathan, came along as well. He sternly accused Nathan. Brother, marriage is such an important matter. Why didn't you tell us? Am I not your favorite brother? Nathan glanced at him, looking down at the phone. She signaled me to check the message. I took out my phone. I saw the message sent by Nathan. Almost laughed out loud. My younger brother, Liam. It's a bit abnormal. Wife, what should I do? Liam, a boy who is 7 meters tall, standing in front of Nathan, who is about 8 meters tall, said with a hint of grievance. I quickly sent a message to Nathan, give him a roll of the eyes, let him reflect on himself. Nathan glanced at me, instantly understood my meaning. He rolled his eyes expressionlessly, then he looked at Liam, said coldly, leave here. Nathan's brother didn't expect Nathan to react this way. Stunned there, with a face full of grievance, she looked at her dad. His dad didn't want to pay attention to him. He turned to me and said, this must be the daughter-in-law. I quickly nodded. I wanted to leave my uncle a good impression of being well-behaved and cute. Nathan's dad happily took out a red envelope and handed it to me. This is a gift for our meeting. I touched the red envelope. It was found to be particularly thick. I happily opened the red envelope. I want to see how much money is inside. Nathan's dad saw me like this. He smiled and said, rest assured, It will definitely not be lacking inside. I looked up, laughing very happily. Thank you, Dad. But I began to touch. Suddenly felt that something was off. The feel and size. I looked down. The red envelope was filled with nothing but white paper. I looked at Nathan's dad with a sense of grievance, thinking that so much money is just gone like that. Nathan's dad looked at me. There was a look of shock and confusion on his face. Nathan wore a look of amusement, as if he was watching a show. Nathan's dad angrily scolded Liam. "This is all caused by you. You let it happen." I looked at Liam in astonishment. He said with an innocent look on his face, "It was placed by me. However, I don't know why it turned into blank paper. I clearly put in a stack of red bills." He said, feeling so wronged that I want to cry. Seeing Liam in front of me pretending to be aggrieved. My fists couldn't help but clench tightly. "Do you want to show me who's in charge? Who can't act?" I turned to look at Nathan. Her eyes were filled with a glistening light. "It seems like it is about to flow down." Nathan quickly put his arm around my shoulder. "Cooperate with?" I leaned against Nathan's embrace, pretended to wipe away invisible tears, choked with emotion. He said, "Brother, it's okay if you don't like your sister-in-law. I can leave." Nathan's dad immediately stopped me. "Daughter-in-law, don't be angry. It's all the child's fault. This child. I must give you a good lesson." Liam saw that Nathan's dad was really angry, resigned compromise, gritting his teeth and speaking. "Sister-in-law, I'm sorry. I was wrong." Nathan looked at him, question. "Do you have any compensation?" Liam was taken aback, then hesitated for a moment. "Take out a card from your pocket. Hand it to her. This is a gift for your first meeting. There are 660,000 in the account. Wishing you all the best." I took the card, almost laughed out loud. This guy was just pretending to be wronged. Now they are paying me on their own initiative. I signaled to Nathan with my eyes. "Your brother is really a bit silly." Nathan looked at me. Suppressing laughter, he said, "He has been like this since he was young. Don't bother with him." I nodded. She turned her head and smiled at Liam. "Then I won't be polite, thank you." "Younger brother." Liam was looking at me. Angrily, he nodded his head. Nathan's dad said to me with a smile, "Sophia, don't worry. If this kid dares to bully you, just tell me. I will help you teach him a lesson." I quickly nodded in agreement. Then, Nathan's dad turned around to scold Nathan. "And you? Sophia has married you. You need to take good care of her." "Got it." Nathan and his dad went into the study. Liam and I stayed in the living room. I happily thought about what I could do with this 660,000. It is buying a house. Should I buy a car? Should I save it and earn interest? Liam looked at me, full of disdain. "Do you really care that much? It's just a small amount of money. I really don't understand why my brother likes you." It turns out that Liam still admires her brother a lot. I approached Liam. "Speak to him quietly. I'll let you in on a secret. Actually, your brother has always been interested in me." Liam looked doubtful. "My brother has no interest in you." I sat up straight immediately. "Look at him seriously. Your brother might really like me. I am so charming. Your brother is both handsome and capable. We are a perfect match together. Don't underestimate me. I am quite popular. Many people are pursuing me." Liam saw me being so serious. The corners of his mouth twitched involuntarily a few times. "Brother," he suddenly called out. I immediately turned back to look at the doorway of the study, but there was nothing. I turned to look at Liam, ask serious questions. "Liam, are you kidding me?" Liam smiled happily. "You are indeed lying." I couldn't help but retort. "Who said I was lying?" "You can ask Nathan. Has she secretly been in love with me for a long time?" As soon as the words were spoken, a cold voice came from the entrance. "I have a crush on someone." I quickly turned around to take a look. Nathan arrived at an unknown time. She was looking at me with a half-smile, half-curious expression. I was stunned. Liam seized the opportunity to sneak away. Nathan walked towards me step by step, with a smile at the corners of the mouth. He walked up to me. "Slowly bend down. Look me in the eye. You said I have a crush on you." I feel a bit awkward. Smiled, wanting to conceal one's nervousness. "I was just teasing your brother. Don't take it seriously." But Nathan did not let me go. He leaned in slightly. I am completely in his shadow. I can sense a faint sandalwood fragrance on him. There is also a type of indescribable masculine aura. Nathan looked at me. A subtle smile appeared at the corner of her mouth. "Actually, I have a secret crush on you." I thought he was joking. Just as I was about to say, "Stop kidding around," he suddenly asked, "You remember that year in our freshman year?" I was stunned. "In the freshman year? I have no impression at all." Nathan looked at me. "Take your time to speak. The year of freshman year. You participated in the campus singing competition." sang a song called Sunny Day. You sang it away. I ran to my grandma's house. The whole class is laughing at you. Only I am in the audience, silently cheering for you. I looked at him in surprise. Are you sure it was me who sang? Not Emily from the next class. Nathan was taken aback for a moment. Then he smiled and said, I remembered it incorrectly. It is Emily from the next class. Seeing Nathan made her unable to stop laughing, causing her shoulders to shake. I understood it all at once. This guy is messing with me. I took a deep breath. Thinking about money, I endured it. I asked, is that uncle willing to give the company to you now? Nathan looked at me. A hint of a smile appeared at the corner of the mouth. Nodded. My eyes brightened. Immediately hug his arm, jumped up in joy. Great, boss. My affluent life is on the way. Nathan looked at me, raised an eyebrow. What do you call me? I smiled. Released his arm, boss. Nathan frowned unhappily. Every time it requires 10,000. I certainly understand what he means, but I'm not the kind of person who gets excited at the sight of money. It is indeed. Husband. At this moment, the phone rang. 100,000 yuan was credited to Alipay. This morning, it was not yet bright. I was woken up by the alarm clock. Groggily sat up. He glanced at the clock on the bedside, sighed. Last night, before going to sleep, Nathan asked me to help him iron his clothes. I certainly don't want to do it, but what he gave was simply too much. Having money can enable people to do many things, not to mention me. I got up slowly, walked to Nathan's closet. As soon as it opened, it completely stunned me. The wardrobe is completely full of clothes. There is a dress shirt and a suit jacket. There should be a wide variety of colors and styles available. It's not just one or two things. There are simply too many to count. I widened my eyes. Looking at the closet filled with clothes, could not help but sigh. Nathan, you are really ruthless. I helplessly picked up the iron. Start ironing the clothes one by one. It was the 5th item. I am already sweating profusely from exhaustion. My hands are so sore that I can't lift them. I stopped my hands, looking at the iron in my hand. Can't help but complain. So many clothes. Nathan might as well open a clothing store. As soon as the words were spoken, a chilling voice suddenly came from the doorway. Good idea. I'll take care of it tomorrow. I was startled. Looking up, I found Nathan standing at the door, looking at me with a vague smile. I immediately felt a bit embarrassed. Said with a smile, Boss. Oh no, husband. I am joking. Don't take it seriously, because I was too focused on speaking. I didn't notice the iron slipped out of my hand. I accidentally burned my arm. Ah, I cried out in pain. Quickly throw away the iron, covered the arm. Nathan saw it. Come over right away. He lifted my arm to examine the wound. I was in so much pain that I couldn't help but grimace. Looking at the patch of red on my arm, said aggrievedly, It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot. It hurts so much. Nathan frowned. Turn around and go to the bathroom. He took a towel. She soaked the towel, applied to my arm. First, use this to apply a cold compress. I will go get the burn ointment. I didn't expect Nathan to be quite caring, I joked. This is a work injury. Boss, you need to compensate me for some losses. Nathan walked over with the burn ointment. After hearing this, they looked up at me, asked with a smile that was not quite a smile, how much is needed? I burst into laughter. Extend 5 fingers. 5 million, I guess. Nathan raised an eyebrow, did not say anything. She just lowered her head and started applying burn ointment on me. His movements are very gentle. Worried that I might feel pain, I took the opportunity to get closer to him, speak in a voice that only the two of us can hear. Or, you asked me to give you a kiss. I won't ask you for money anymore. Nathan was taken aback. Lift your head. A smile appeared at the corner of her mouth as she looked at me. I immediately felt nervous. Hurry up and wave your hand. I am joking. Forget it, forget it. Did not expect that. Nathan suddenly leaned closer to me. Kissed when I was almost out of breath. He finally let go of me. I regained my senses. I feel that the corner of my mouth is cracked. It hurts a lot. I am very angry. Gave him a glare. Said angrily, Why are you so ruthless? I just finished lunch at noon, sitting on the sofa playing with a phone. Nathan suddenly came over. Sit next to me. I glanced up at him. Question, what's wrong? There is a banquet in the evening. You come with me. I was taken aback for a moment. Then ask, what am I going to do? Nathan looked at me, smiled. There is no way. Dad is also here. Then there's no choice but to go. I sighed, just go ahead casually. There are no outsiders at the banquet. Evening. Nathan and I arrived at the banquet venue. At a glance, they were all strangers. The man is wearing a suit. The women are all wearing formal dresses. I looked down at the casual clothes I was wearing. Can't help but complain. Boss, is this what you call no outsiders? Take it easy. Nathan looked at me, smiled, hugged my waist, drew me a little closer. That's right, in my eyes, you look good no matter how you dress. I rolled my eyes, said with a hint of displeasure, why don't you wear flip-flops and shorts to the banquet? Nathan listened, raising an eyebrow. He looked down at me and asked, do you want to see how I look in flip-flops and shorts? I replied. Forget it, he said. Okay, then his grip tightened further, hugging my waist. Take me into the banquet hall. Instant. Everyone's attention is focused on us. He is holding my hand. Straight to the main seat. Nathan's dad saw that I had arrived. Immediately smiled. Waved me over. The daughter-in-law has arrived. Come over and sit down. I mustered up the courage to walk over, called out obediently. Dad. Nathan's dad glanced at me, nodded. Then I looked at the clothes I was wearing, furrowed his brows. Why is this clothing so simple? Why doesn't Nathan take you to get dressed up? That's right. I should have dressed up earlier. It's all Nathan's fault. Many thoughts came to my mind. At this moment, a commotion suddenly arose at the door. I looked up. A woman dressed very flamboyantly came in. She is wearing a fitted dark-colored dress. The body curve is quite evident, long hair draping over the shoulders. It is beautifully rolled. As soon as I entered, her gaze was fixed directly on Nathan. Then he walked straight towards us. My heart tightened. This person seems difficult to get along with. Based on my years of reading experience, such a person is either a sweet plum, either it's a scheming black tea. Nathan also noticed her gaze. He glanced at me. Then, she calmly looked away. The lady walked in front of us, sweetly said, Brother Nathan, long time no see. Nathan looked up, took a glance at her. The lady said with a sense of grievance, Brother Nathan, why are you so ruthless? You haven't paid attention to me for so many years. I really couldn't hold back anymore. Just wanted to say something. Nathan spoke first. May I ask who you are? The woman was taken aback for a moment. The expression changed to a somewhat bad one. Brother Nathan, I am Isabella. Don't you remember me? We played together when we were kids. Nathan replied coldly. I don't remember. Isabella obviously did not expect Nathan to be so direct. The expression on his face suddenly became awkward. She bit her lip. Look at me. A hint of hostility flickered in his eyes. May I ask who this person is? She asked. Finally, it's my turn to speak, I quickly said. Hello, I am his legal wife. Isabella seemed startled by what I said. Wide-eyed, look at me. Wow, I suddenly feel a bit embarrassed to say this. Unexpectedly, Isabella suddenly covered her mouth, said in surprise, Oh dear, you are Nathan's brother's wife. Really good-looking, especially. Nathan gave me a half-smiling look. No one spoke. I glared at him, then said to Isabella, There's no way. Who made him like this? Nathan's dad saw us like this. Come out quickly and advise. We are all family. Stop messing around. Then he said, Daughter-in-law, after the banquet, I will take you all for a late-night snack. Young people should enjoy barbecues. I nodded in agreement. Okay. I didn't expect the boss's father to be quite close. Then he spoke to Isabella again. Isabella, you come along too. Isabella listened, immediately smiled. Sure, thank you, Uncle Nathan. Doesn't anyone care about me? At the barbecue restaurant, I proudly displayed skewers and crayfish. Barbecue is still delicious. The dishes at the banquet were not tasty at all. I complain like this. Nathan listened, a gentle smile. Then why didn't you say it earlier? I thought you liked me. I rolled my eyes, whispered in her ear. Can I say it isn't that uncle here? Nathan smiled. No response. Look at how close we are. Isabella's expression was about to burst. Therefore, Brother Nathan, can you help me get that? Brother Nathan, I want to eat this. Brother Nathan. Isabella has been looking for Nathan. It is not to ask him to help carry things. It was to ask him to help her grill the meat. Nathan is a bit annoyed, frowning deeply. I found it a bit amusing, but I don't want to interrupt. After all, this is his emotional entanglement. I don't want to get involved. Just as I was saying, there was suddenly a noise coming from the door. It is Liam who has come. He wore a simple white t-shirt and jeans. The hair is a bit messy. It clearly looks like someone just got out of bed. He shouted loudly as soon as he entered the room. Why didn't you include me? He came in complaining about everything. See, Isabella? The eyes lit up. Run over immediately. Sister Isabella, how did you come back? Isabella saw Liam, also smiled. Liam, long time no see. Nathan took the opportunity to pull me away. I went home with him. As soon as I got home, I just slumped onto the sofa. I'm exhausted and have no strength left. The life of you rich people is really boring, especially those banquets. Nathan nodded, suddenly said, then another day, take me to experience your life. I was taken aback for a moment. He immediately replied with a smile, sure, I'll take you to eat hand-grabbed pancakes. This is the most beloved food of the poor. Nathan seemed to be deep in thought. Then he whispered, but I want to eat something else. I swallowed, nervously looking at him. Alcohol makes me a bit dizzy. I closed my eyes, let his lips gently move across my face. His hands also began to become restless slowly, gently caressing my waist. I feel my body getting warmer. Nathan's breathing became increasingly rapid. He leaned close to my ear. Whisper, is it okay? Is there any need to ask about such matters? I opened my eyes, looking at the emotions reflected in his eyes. My face is a bit red. Gently nodded. She murmured softly. After obtaining my consent, he kissed down, warm and sincere. The next day, I slowly opened my eyes. I feel completely weak and limp all over, especially painful in the lower back, almost immobile. I gently rubbed my aching waist. It's really a suffering. Nathan, does it hurt a lot? Nathan asked softly. I gave him a glare. It was asked back with a hint of displeasure. What do you think? After Nathan heard this, leaning in, he asked quietly, can I be gentler next time? Boss Nathan, is it really necessary to say this? Finished eating, Nathan asked me to go to the company. I was thinking to myself, isn't that a bit too much? How can you treat employees this way? I hinted to him with my eyes. Do you really have the heart to make me so tired and still go to work? Whether you believe it or not, I might not be alive right now. The boss is really going too far. Nathan understood the meaning in my eyes, said with a mixture of laughter and tears. You need to complete the onboarding process to receive your salary. If you don't want to go, then don't. Salary, go now. I interrupted him. It's really a waste not to make money when you have the opportunity. Nathan raised his eyebrows and said, you apply the medicine first. Medicine? What medicine? I have a bad feeling inside. I saw the medicine on the table. My face clearly turned red. Nathan slowly opened the medicine packaging. Ask me. It may appear a bit swollen. Do you need me to help you? I quickly grabbed the ointment. Like fleeing, I returned to the bedroom, left a sentence. No, I'll do it myself. Arrived at the company. Nathan wants me to be his secretary. I firmly refuse. I don't know anything. The secretary must be able to speak many languages. I am content to be a junior employee. What a joke. Being a secretary is quite tiring. Even the dog is unwilling to do it. Nathan rested his chin on his hand and stared at me for a long time. Finally, he nodded slightly. However, the salary of the secretary is relatively high. I immediately stopped in my tracks, turned around to look at him. Her eyes lit up. Money isn't that important. The key is that I enjoy this job. I quickly ran to Nathan's side, said with a smile, Boss, I think the position of a secretary is particularly suitable for me. I will definitely do well. Nathan saw me change my expression so quickly. Couldn't help but laugh. Really loves money. Nathan glanced at me, suddenly said with a quiet laugh, we do it like this. Does it count as an office romance? My face turned red all of a sudden. Don't talk nonsense. We have a formal cooperative relationship as superior and subordinate. Nathan didn't care. He leaned closer, a mischievous smile on their face. Serious. You kiss and sleep together with your previous boss? I really admire the boss's boldness. Nathan, can you be more mindful of the situation? This is the office. He smiled gently, bend down and say to me, and where do you want me to say it? This person is really mischievous. I never realized the boss was this funny before. I want to speak out about this matter. Time passes really quickly. A year has passed in the blink of an eye. Not long ago, Nathan proposed to me. Today, both sets of parents are discussing the wedding arrangements. Nathan's mother spoke first. Sophia and Nathan have been married for quite a while now. It's time to hold a wedding. My mom also responded with a smile. Two women chatted about weddings endlessly. I listened as they became increasingly engaged in their conversation. I couldn't help but want to interrupt them. But just as the words were about to be spoken, a wave of nausea washed over me. I quickly covered my mouth, run to the bathroom. Nathan hurried to catch up, inquired with concern. What happened? I squat in front of the toilet. He retched several times, but nothing came out. Nathan saw the situation, immediately called the family doctor. The doctor said after the examination, congratulations to you. Mrs. Nathan is pregnant. Pregnant. Is this true or false? I don't really believe it. Nathan was also stunned. He stared blankly at me. I didn't react right away. The doctor smiled and said, "Mrs. Nathan may have been working too hard recently. Additionally, there is some morning sickness. That's why it is like this. That's all right. Just take a break." I touched my own stomach. There is actually a small life inside. The aunt immediately suggested, "The wedding needs to be arranged quickly. Sophia is newly pregnant. Once the belly gets bigger, taking photos won't look good." Uncle nodded in agreement. "Yes, we need to get it done quickly. The wedding banquet will be held on a small island surrounded by the sea on all sides. The sunlight shines on the surface of the sea, shining brightly. I am wearing a pure white wedding dress. The gentle sea breeze is blowing through my long hair. Nathan was dressed in a sharp suit, came over from a distance. He walked up to me, gently held my hand. The wedding ceremony is simple. However, it is very solemn, in the presence of friends and family. We exchanged rings, made a promise. He said seriously and firmly, "I am willing."